We have people there's people on. Thank God, because this hasn't been working at all. Can you tell us in the chat? I've tried to upload a video. As it stands just now, we have no power. And I was listening to Spanish radio. What happened was I was in town. I was in town. If you are on the live, please put in the chat so you can tell us what's going on. According to Spanish radio, the whole of Spain and parts of Portugal and parts of France are without power. The only information that we're getting is from one radio station in Spain. This is my third attempt at trying to go live. I did try to upload a video earlier on about what's happening, but we're getting, obviously the only information that we can get just now is from the radio in the car. There's no power at all. It's eerily quiet here. There's no cars driving about, but no one's doing anything. I think everyone's just wondering what the hell is going on, especially when you think about the history of Spain and the control that a certain dictator had. Can you hear me okay? Is the sound okay? Yeah, Ronnie, the Spanish Railway have said no. Hi, Phil. It just shows you how, I mean, the other video, power coming in at all. I'm running this off the phone after I'm going. Hopefully power will be back shortly. Sound is good as long as the sound's good. We did manage to charge our phones from the car. Karen is working. Perfect, good, the sound's okay. It's a bit strange, this. It is a bit strange. I'll go over what I've said in the previous video. I was in town and the power just went out. I was at a car wash and the girl next to me, her car was completely covered in this white foamy soap and everything went off. I noticed that the people came out the supermarket and were looking around, and then past, there's a little British shop in Catrala past that, and they were saying that it was just that area that was out. So I thought, fine, and then I drove through the town heading back home and there's no power anywhere. I got back to the house and Karen said there's no power in the house. Now I think it's completely strange because Catral has an external source of power through solar. So why hasn't that been activated to make sure that the solar was running the power? Phil, latest parts. If anyone's got any update they can update us with, tell us in the comments, because like I said, I have uploaded a video, tried to upload a video where we were listening to the Spanish radio, and the Spanish radio, the only thing that we could get from Spanish radio is big parts of Spain, right up from Madrid all the way down to the Costa Blanca. I don't know how much of Spain has been affected by this power cut. We had no phone signal at one point. There was no phone signals at all. As soon as the phone signal come up, obviously the first thing I'm going to do is jump online. Latest parts of France briefly lost power, now back on. I mean, this is an epic outage. This isn't something, I mean, it's not as if it's overly windy. And I mean, this happened, there was a major power outage in Scotland a few years back where the wind turbines in Scotland across the whole country were sitting at 32 miles per hour or something. And because of that consistent energy into the system, it actually made an outage. Now, it's just a normal day here in Spain. Portuguese power website goes down. Just getting brief comments coming through. But it is eerily quiet here. As I said before, this is like going back to 2020 when there's no one about. Can't hear any cars, I can't hear anything from the motorway. It's scary stuff. All payments, Phil, everything's down. Everything's down. There's no power at all. There's payment systems, phone lines, everything. Everything is completely poof. The 4G system, the phone line, the internet, the mobile signals have came back on. Obviously now that I've managed to get this up. The phone line, the external phones, but they're coming from satellites, and most of them mobile phones are all coming from satellites in this day and age. So the external satellites around the world would help that. BBC don't really, nobody knows what's going on. Nobody knows what's caused this. I have said in another video, and it was about a month ago, Spain said that it was going to keep on sending aid over to the Middle East, to a country that's been devastated. I take it from that, from what you want. But as far as I'm concerned, my opinion is this is a cyber attack on Spain, Portugal, and France. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. It's some kind of cyber attack. The fact that it runs in conjunction with Spanish president saying that he's going to keep on sending aid over to Palestine. Is that just me thinking out loud? There's no smoke without fire, as they say. I've heard of the street not having power, but the whole country. It's crazy. It's the whole country. It's madness. It's absolute madness. I had to text my, I couldn't, the phone lines were down that much. I couldn't even phone out the country. We couldn't phone to, when the 4G system came up, I managed to get a WhatsApp through to my daughter asking, check the news, see what's going on in Spain, because no one has power, no one has electricity. It's just very strange that it's been off. It's about 2 hours now. It's about 2 hours that the power's been down. It's just lucky that the phone signal is back up. So like I said, if you can check any websites, stick the news on in your house, and if it's telling you anything, tell us in the comments, because we're getting absolutely nothing. 10 bob in the meter. Do you know what? The worst thing, I've just said, there's that many solar plants about here. Is why is the solar not kicked in? This is not just somebody plugging in a switch, flicking the button that says power back on. It's something more than that. A bit more sinister. I'd say. Just a little bit. Let me just check these. The comments, live chats, talk chat, live chat. So yeah, strange times. Karen's absolutely panicking because she works for obviously a company in New Zealand, and she's like, the power's out, and you're thinking, we live in the campo, the power goes out now and again, but not for this length of time. Not for this length of time. Oh. The funny thing is when I came home and the power was out, I thought I'll be back on in 10-15 minutes. So I started weeding the garden. Uploaded your videos to videos. One of my videos is just uploaded, so that's worked out fine. I don't know if there's comments coming through or not. There's talk chat, live chat. There's comments coming through now. Sounds okay. That's just all the ones that's been on. This is completely nuts. What time is it just now? I can't even check the time on my phone. Somebody tell me the time in the comments section. I don't want to annoy Karen because she's working. So, this is what it's like living in a country where the whole power's been cut. You just sit back, relax. That's UK time, so it's 2:45 here. So yeah, that's over 2 hours. That's just about 2.25 hours we've been without power. Do you know, you get power surges out in the campo, and it goes off for a minute or so, and do you know, it is what it is. You get on with it. But when there's and let's face it, the news will tell us one thing, and they'll put it out a load of nonsense. So this is a cyber attack on the power system for Spain, Portugal, and the bottom of France. It definitely is. Definitely is. But yeah, I started doing the garden. I'm just going to get comfy. Power will be the new war. To rely too much. Yeah, we do. We rely too much on electricity. We rely too much on these apps. We rely too much on YouTube. I mean, it's people's businesses rely too much on. It's a warning. It's a warning because cash is king. Cash is king. We're walking into an abyss with electronic systems. People in Spain pay with their phone more than they do cash now, and you know we rely on all these systems. And the fact is that unless we keep cash as much as we can, do you know what happens when days like this come? And the wars will not be fought in the future with people. This is how they'll fight wars. Mike the Tramp will have some solar power. The thing is, there's loads of solar power going around here, but I don't know why they haven't switched it on. Anyway, this is strange times. But yeah, wars in the future will be fought with people just sitting behind a computer somewhere, hacking into things and going, boom, there's the power out for the whole country. Try and sort it now. And that is the stark reality of where we are as human beings. We're just sitting, we're puppets. Do you know, mortgages are paying someone else a wage every month. The system just totally does us over. It completely does us over. You know, at least back when we were cavemen, all you had to fight was wild animals. Just landed in Cardiff from Alicante. Well, the air traffic control was completely down in Spain. It is back up to 50%, I believe. My daughter sent me a thing through saying that the air traffic control was back to 50%. So I've never seen any. It's interesting because I've never seen any flights going by. So I wonder if everyone's been diverted at the last minute. People are now on planes. This is going to get even worse because people will be on planes that were coming to Spain, and they may be diverted into France. It says Valencia Airport is struggling. And I wonder how Alicante Airport's doing. There's one bit of me wants to jump in the car and go up to Alicante Airport and report live from it. It's not. Try the other cable. All I'm saying is try the other cable. I'm live on YouTube. I've just been given a royal salute from Her Majesty. Valencia Airport's struggling. Valencia Airport's struggling, seemingly. Right, okay. Yeah, well, I don't know. Working, Carl. That's nice to log in. Two middle fingers. Alicante is okay taking off and landing. Is it okay? Just checked the live screen. They evacuated the Madrid Metro. They've evacuated the Madrid Metro. We must have a good backup power at Alicante Airport for it to be okay, because there'll be nothing else going on at Alicante. Just on flight radar, an Alicante Belfast flight is just taken off. And that's good news then. Alicante Airport seems to be running fine. Yeah, they'll have their own external power, won't they? But I don't know how Valencia's struggling then. Mind you, the problems that Valencia's had over the last 6 months with the floods and everything. Crazy. Standby generators, yeah, they have standby generators. But that's over around about 2.5 hours now that we've been without power. I need to watch my phone actually, it should be fine. It's only been on here for 15 minutes. Heard about the power issue, I wondered if it was a cyber attack. Yeah, it's a cyber attack all day long. It's, as far as I'm concerned, this is definitely a cyber attack on Spain. And of course it is. The whole country, and Portugal and France. And I'd point the finger at. I better not say it live. Get the bike and generate some juice. She's got it plugged into the car. It's because she's working on her laptop at the same time and trying to charge it. And it's an old laptop now. It's 5-year-old. But it's an Apple Mac, so it's fine. It is fine. Right, let me just see some of these comments. It's just silence. It's just silence. Jenny, you don't need to bark because other dogs are barking. There's nothing going on anywhere. If she wasn't working, I'd go out for a drive. I'd drive a bit. No, because you'd end up getting stopped with the Guardia Civil. You'd end up getting stopped with the Guardia Civil and say, what are you doing? Where are you going? Back home. Where's home? Well, it's back up that way. Dear God, this is crazy. I'm trying to see the funny side of it, even though that it's as a serious thing. As long as Tenerife's okay for Friday. Tenerife's miles away from the mainland of Spain, so I'm sure that'll be fine. I'm sure that'll be fine. But this will make headline. Well, it probably is making headline news all around the world right now. The fact that a country the size of Spain, hope so soon, or it'll be water and bread. Yeah, cheers, Lorna. I can't even do anything on the other channel. But no, it's madness. Oh, there's a van. There's a motorhome. There's our French neighbour. Ginny, it's a motorhome. Oh, they've gone home. Been away for a week. Neighbour's coming back. Saying it could take 10 hours to restore the power. We're saying it, Karen. Please don't swear you're live on YouTube. That's nuts. Get your torches out for later in case you check you have enough food supply. We've got enough food supplies. And we've got enough, as long as the water's switched on, we're still going to be able to water the veg in the back garden. So, yeah, we've got enough food. Food's not the issue. It's been able to work. And it shows you, I can't help going on about it again, but it shows you how we're at the beck and call of everything. Everything that we do in life. So we are not in control. We're not in control of our own lives. It does make you think about stuff. Hope the freezer holds up. I went playing with Karen for swearing. She gave me the royal salute earlier on. The 2 middle fingers. She's sitting in the car with the aircon on. She's got the easy life. Easy life. I did just say Sky News are reporting it. Tell me what they're saying. Paul, please, because as I say, we can only get Spanish radio, and Spanish radio are just saying that it's the whole country. The whole country. Talking about autonomous regions and everything. This is the problem with Spain. It's 17 different autonomous regions that have all got their own agendas that all don't like each other really. And it's I mean, if you thought the UK was bad, it's just Scotland and England that doesn't really get on with each other. This is the whole country. You've 17 different regions that have all got their own parliaments, all got their own prime ministers, and just fucking do their own thing. And of course, Madrid will be blaming the Barcelonans because Barcelona won the Copa del Rey, and they'll be saying it's that lot's fault. You've got to see the funny side, because if I don't, I'll start cracking up. Anyway, I started weeding the garden earlier. Do you know what's crazy about living in Spain? Is you get a day of rain, and then within 2 days, the weeds are about 1.5 feet tall. I mean, it takes a whole summer for the weeds to get to the size that they do here. And they do it in less than a week. They do it in about 2 or 3 days. It's nuts. You can weed the garden one day, and we've got such a big garden, it is a pain in the butt. It better get sorted, because I don't know what I should say, we're going away on Wednesday. We're going away on Wednesday. Oh my goodness, this is madness. This is madness. Is there any other news that anybody could tell us? It's weird, this. Having to talk to people through YouTube to try and get information about what's going on. The Department of Homeland Security assures on Monday that it will still be too early to know what happened. The government advises do not rule out. What did I tell you? Do not rule out cyber attack. I told you. told you. Controversial sabotage or large scale. I told you. I blame the Israelis. I'm just going to say it. If I lose subscribers, I don't care. I blame Israel. Pedro Sanchez said he's going to keep on sending aid to Palestine. And then this happens. Just saying. Just putting it out there. Barry from Yorkshire, Madrid tennis open play suspended due to out. The whole country is, mate. Bit strange. I didn't think they needed power to play tennis. It's not. It's all the facilities. It's the facilities. Power issue all over the news in the Netherlands. It's say 6 to 10 hours for it to be turned on. Karen. Just fucking ignore me. Karen. Jenny, go and bark at your mum. Just fucking blame her. Do you have electricity in Torrevieja? No, the whole country's out. There's no power in the Costa Blanca. Just put some lights on for the heck of it. If only. No, there's no power in the Costa Blanca at all. Costa Blanca has no power, no electricity whatsoever. The whole region. I don't feel sorry for us. It's just a wee bit of an adventure. It's just a bit of an adventure more than anything, until it goes 1 or 2 days, and then the army gets called out, and that's when you start going, oh shit, what's going on? Oh God, I've got to see the funny side, or I'll just start pulling my hair out. Oh wait, I've none. So what do you do when there's no power? Let's see, can I change this screen without it? How much power? The irony, checking how much power I had on between 6 and 10 hours. Wow, 6 and 10 hours. Still have internet via mobile. Yeah, is that Alan? We had no phone signal. We had no phone signal. You've got to remember that the satellite, it's satellites that do all the. And Spain's are way ahead of everyone when it comes to internet and stuff. And the majority of Spain's covered by satellite. Take your pick, Barry. Israel, Russia, China, North Korea. First pick. That's all. It's not Russia. It's not Russia. It's not Russia. It's not China or North Korea. That's all I'm saying. Like I said, Pedro Sanchez said that he's going to keep on giving aid to Palestine. And then this happens. El País, massive power cut in Spain and Portugal, according to some French media, is only mildly impacted in areas of the French border. See? What happened was we had, the power went out and then the phone signal went altogether. There was no phone signal whatsoever. Nothing. 3G came on. We managed to get that, and it all depends where the satellites are, I suppose, because that's what feeds most of the internet here in Spain. Because all the mains lines were down, the mains power lines and everything. So, but I still think it's weird considering all the solar power that's in Spain. There's a big solar plant just outside Catral. Like I say, I just think it's weird that it's completely down. Just try to get some of these comments. And for it to hit just over the border, it's just this target in Spain. It's a cyber attack on Spain. Oh, when are we going to wake up and smell the coffee, people? Spain and Portugal are based. It's a cyber attack on them, yeah. Yep. It's absolute madness. It is absolute madness. Who's got it in for Spain? No, don't. I could really say things that are really on my mind, but it's probably not the thing for this channel. I'd probably better starting a different channel. That's why we need to keep our cash. Yeah, we need to keep cash. Cash is king. I said that earlier on in the video. We need to keep cash as a as human beings, we need a way to be able to trade with each other. If you need the news updates, you can bring some. We have a live blog here. I can't buy anything. The till's not working. Well, you can, because they can open the tills, because I was in a shop when it happened, and they can manually open the tills to as long as you've got cash. I mean, I was able to spend cash to pay for my coffee and stuff. So yeah. I don't think Karen's listening to the radio. She's listening to the radio in the car to get any news. Which is madness. But what do we do? We just sit about and wait it out. We're at the beck and call of someone else. You know, if someone could do this, is there power in Casada? Nope, there'll be no power in Casada. There's no power in the whole of the Costa Blanca. You can see the dogs coming in your head. I know. It's what you do, isn't it? Though it's just like we're not in control of our own lives. We think we are. We think that we're in control. We think that we've got a mortgage, we've got a car. You know, we've got this, that, and everything, and the mortgage is paying someone else's income on a monthly basis. You're paying someone else a wage. You're making someone else rich. All our mortgages put together are making one individual or individual families rich. You know, it's crazy. I'm glad I don't have a mortgage, especially the taxes here in Spain. But the whole system is rigged. The whole system is completely rigged against us. I mean, we think that we're clever buying properties abroad, and we think that we're clever doing this and going on holidays, and we think we have our own freedom. But it's not really. It's the biggest pyramid. It's funny you talk about it as a pyramid scheme, and it is a pyramid scheme. I do a lot of online marketing, and people talk about affiliate marketing as if it's a pyramid scheme. But the biggest pyramid scheme in the world is the banking system. I remember looking back years ago, me and my good friend at the time, who was a lawyer, and we dived into the money system in the UK, going all the way back to the first bond that was issued by the Rothschilds. And it was issued by the Rothschilds to a certain king of England at the time to finance war. And that's all it's ever been about. You know, it was to finance war. It was a bit of paper saying that you now have this money. I said, where's the money? Where is the money? Didn't come along with a big wheelbarrow of gold and say, boom, there's the gold. Go and spend it wisely. Go and win the war. Anyway, I digress. No noise at all. You can't restart an entire grid easily. It takes days to come back online, section by section, especially when you don't know where the outage is. It's not an outage. This is a coordinated attack on a system to disable the system. It's a coordinated attack to disable the system, and then they have to go in and find the bug, and then go. It's basically someone's plugged in a memory stick and says, there's this program that's going to go out and spread like a spider's web across the whole system, and it's going to put blockages in the system. It'll put blockages in the system and it will stop everything. And then the guys that's at the level of the country for the power grid have got to go in and then try and work out what's been done, take it down, stop it from getting reacted, and then reinitiate the power. It's like a James Bond film, isn't it? It's like a James Bond film. Should go for a walk because the dog's lying sleeping. I better not show you her in the car working. It's just. Hi.
Welcome to my office.
I've just been blanked. Some part of France, or what does that say? 100%. Yep. Some part of France. Yeah, I mean, it's all over France and Portugal. Madrid mayor requesting all residents to keep their movement at an absolute minimum. Yeah, I did say that. You can't hear any cars. Can't hear anything. I think as well is you have to remember that better not show you. You've got to do it, haven't you? Oh dear, it's madness. Ginny, what are you doing? Do you know, I should just get the hammock out. I need to take it down. So that goes for this tree to that tree. And then during the summer, they've asked people in Spain not to use their cars for now, for the traffic lights have stopped working. Yeah, I thought that, so yeah, that's why. I kind of figured that. That's one thing I like about Spain. In the UK, all friggin' mayhem would let loose. People would be out in the streets trashing, robbing shops, you know, all sorts of nonsense. But here in Spain, folk kind of just, they know that, yeah, let's just stay calm. Let's stay calm. Fuck! the inner me just wants to go, shit. Nah. Can't even make a coffee. Yeah, I can put the gas on, the old school, put the barbecue on. Andorra and Belgium too. Holy shit. Wow. Belgium as well. Maybe it was the Russians. Nah. Still saying it's the Israelis. Still saying it's the Israelis. They want war. They want war. Apparently there's a huge fire in Salou caused by the outage of power. See, this is the thing, I heard alarms going off all over the place when I was driving back. That was one of the reasons I wanted to get home straight away, because the longer that goes on, and if it does go into the night time, you will get unscrupulous types. Belgium power outage. Not heard that one yet. That's coming from the UK. It's turning out to be the best live ever. I know. Share the live with your friends. Share your live. Let's see how many people we can get on. It's madness, isn't it? But I will need to try and charge my phone, because if it's going to go on into the night, I'm not being funny like, but there's unscrupulous types everywhere, and people will try and take advantage of the fact that systems are down, alarm systems are off. Another idea for lockdown. It's entertaining for sure. Of course, it's YouTube is entertainment. It's can't hear a thing. Well, I can hear the engine in the car running, because she's sitting in her office with the aircon on, trying to charge her laptop. How many more countries will be affected? I have no idea. I always thought it was strange that when I got the news through from my daughter that it was the whole of Spain, parts of Portugal and France, I thought it was a bit strange. It's weird. It was weird. Let me just check if that go. Can you charge your phone through the car batteries? Yes, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I'll be able to do that once I come off this live. Imagine being on the metro. It's been evacuated. The metro up in Madrid has been evacuated, and people are telling residents to stay at home. It's absolutely bonkers. Another idea for lockdown. It's one way to disable a whole country. It is one way to disable a whole country. Because the fuel pumps are then down, Traffic light systems are not working. And the Guardia Civil will be out in numbers. They'll be out in numbers. Just no worth going out. Hope it is sorted tonight though. It's madness. Right. Feels as if I'm just sitting here talking to myself, but I am. Metro. What time is it? Somebody tell me in the comments what time it is. I can just check, just do it on my phone. I can just hours without power. It's coming up for 3 hours without power. Madness. Yeah, I just got the time. Thank you for everyone. Thank you for giving us the time. There is a video just uploaded. I think I'm going to go and let you watch that. I'm going to charge my phone a bit. And then I'll try and jump on a live later on. Give you an update. It happened in the underground. Movies of Spanish people walking in the dark. Yeah, I heard that on Spanish radio that people were been posting videos of them walking through the tunnels in the dark. Let's just hope that everyone's okay and there's no. When you think about people in hospital and do you have solar panels? No, we don't. We don't, unfortunately. We don't need them because we're on the mains electric. Not that it's any use at this point. And then the internet that we have here, even though that we're out in the campo, I mean, we get 900 megabits per minute internet. We get a phenomenal internet speed here. It's unbelievable, and it's only 46 euros a month for the internet that we get, which is absolutely great. When the 2 years, I mean, I'm uploading videos to YouTube, and Karen's she's got her laptop open and she's working remotely with the systems that she works with. So yeah, you need good internet here. You do need good internet. Let me just do this. The chat. How can I post in the chat? It's not letting me add in the chat. That's a pain in the butt, isn't it? When you're on your mobile phone. Interesting. Anyway, right, there is a video, just go and check out the channel. There is a video that just dropped that I recorded pretty much about an hour after this all started, and it's me in the car listening to the Spanish radio telling us what's happening. Hope you started soon, Baz. Take care. Keep us posted how we're doing. Yeah, I'll try and jump on live later on this afternoon. A few hours time. Hopefully we'll have a bit more. So keep an eye on the channel. Hasta luego. Madness.